Before we proceed further and start using NgRx data in our Angular application, in this lecture, we are going to do some cleanup in our current project. So if I go to our current project, this is the same finished project which we completed in our last section where we learned about NgRx entity. So as we have learned, when we use NgRx data, we don't need to have reducers, actions, selectors, and effects, right? So in this lecture, I'm going to remove them. So for example, if I go to this source folder and inside that, if I go to the app folder, there, first of all, we have this auth folder where we are writing logic for login and sign up. Now, for login and sign up, we do not have an entity, right? So I'm not going to change anything in the logic of login and sign up. We are not going to remove the effect, reducer, action, and selector here. If I go to the state, in this state, we have one user, but this user is not an entity as you can see. On this user, we are not performing any CRUD operation. So I can leave this state as it is. I'm not going to change anything in this state. So basically, I'm not going to delete the actions, reducers, and effects for this state. In the same way, we also have this counter folder where we have also created some states. So in here, we have this counter state and toggle state. Again, these are not entities. We are not performing any CRUD operation on them. So for this also, I'm going to keep the state as it is. And for that, I'm going to keep the selector, reducer, and action. But if I go to the courses folder and if I go to the courses state, there, here, we are creating an entity. If you see, here we have the course state. And for that course state, we have these two state properties, showForm and loaded. These are not entities, but to this state, an entity for this courses will also get added, right? And on that entity, we can perform CRUD operation. So what I'm going to do is, I'm simply going to remove this extends from here, and I'm just going to keep this courses state like this, where I will only have this showForm and this loaded. Then I'm going to create an initial state. Here again, I'm going to remove this line. Using this line, we were creating an initial state for our courses entity. But now, since we are not using NgRx entity anymore, I have removed that implements syntax, right? So now we are not using NgRx entity anymore. So here I'm going to specify an object. I'm going to pass an object here where I'm going to set showForm to false. So this is the initial value for this. And I'm going to set loaded to false. So this is the initial value. Okay. And I don't need this function as well. So I will remove this. And here should be comma. All right. And I don't need this course adapter because I have already removed the entity syntax. So I don't need this. I'll remove it from here. And these imports are also not required. So let's remove them. So we have cleaned up our state. Now let's go to courses action. In here, I need an action in order to change the state for this show form. So this action I'm going to keep. I'll just move it to separate line to make it more readable. But other actions which we are performing on the courses, these we don't need because NgRx data will create them behind the scenes. So I'm going to remove these as well. Okay, all these actions we can go ahead and we can remove. So this is also for courses. All right, so I'm going to remove all these actions from here. We are just going to keep one action to set the value for show form state. Let's save the changes here. After that, let's go to the reducer. In the reducer, I'm going to keep this reducer function to set the value of show form, but other reducers I can go ahead and I can delete. Okay, I don't need other reducers, and I can also remove these import statements. Let's save the changes. And this I need to import. So I'm going to import show form from courses.action. All right, now let's go to the selector. And from the selector also, I will keep that selector where we are selecting the value for show form. So here we have get courses, we have show form. So this one I will keep. I will remove this selector from here, and these selectors also we can go ahead and we can remove. Or maybe I will keep it, but I'll comment it for now. And this one also I can remove. Or maybe I will keep this one as well. Now where do we have the action? We don't have course adapter. So I'm going to remove this course adapter from here. Okay, and we can also remove this course adapter from here. Okay, so with this, let's save the changes. So we have updated all these files. Now, since we have removed the actions, we will have errors in our components because from some of the components we are dispatching some actions, right? So if we go to the terminal, there we can see where and all we are getting those errors. So you can see all these errors we have because we are trying to dispatch actions. So courses effect.ts, it is saying we have the errors. Okay, we have not updated the effects, right? So let's go to courses effect.ts, and from here I can actually delete this complete effect file. So let me go ahead and let me delete this effect file. Now let's go to terminal, and now we have error in our components. So we have error in add course component, course detail component, course component. So let's go ahead and let's resolve these errors. So let's go to our course component first. In here we do not have get courses, so I'll remove this from here. We do not have read courses in the actions because we have removed that action, so I'll remove it from here. Okay, if I scroll down, we do not have this get courses selector, so I will remove this. We do not have read courses action, so I will remove this, and this should be it. So this file is done. Let's go to course detail component. In there also we are using this get course by id params. This is the selector which we are using, but since we have commented this selector, we have this error. So for now I'm going to comment this line, and this line also I will comment, and this should be it. So let's save the changes here. Let's go to course card component. In there we are using this delete course action, so I will remove it from here, and somewhere we might be dispatching or selecting that. So here we are dispatching this delete course action. So here, from here I'm going to remove this because we don't have this action. Let's save the changes, and there should not be any more errors here. Let's go to add course component. Again, we do not have this create course action. We have removed it, so I'll remove it from here. We do not have this update course. I'll remove it from here, and we have commented this get course by id query params selector. So I'll comment this line here. Let's scroll down. So I'm also going to comment this line where we are trying to select this get course by id query param. And if I scroll down, we are dispatching this update course section. I'm going to remove it from here. Okay, and we are dispatching this create course section. We are also going to remove this from here. All right. So this file also, we do not have any more errors. Let's save the changes. Let's go to the terminal and let's scroll down. Now we have error in course effects. Okay, we have error in course module.ts, course detail resolver.ts. Let's go to course module.ts. We do not have this effect, so we will remove it. And below, we will make this array empty. Okay, then we have error in course resolver. So we do not have this get course selector and create courses selector. Let's remove these two lines. And for now, what I'll do is I'll comment all this code. Okay, later we might need this. So that's why I have not deleted this file. So later we can change the logic here. Now here also, since we have commented that, somewhere we might be adding it. So I will comment this line for now. And I will comment this as well. So we have removed the resolve property from this path, from this route. I hope everything what I have done so far is clear to you. Here I'm simply doing the cleanup because I want to start from scratch with NgRx data. Let's go back to the terminal. Let's scroll down and our application has been successfully compiled. Let's go to our application. Let's log in a user. So the user is logged in successfully. Login functionality is working. Let's go to counter component, and there if I increment is working, decrement is working, reset is working, and this custom input, if I add 12 here, it has added 12 to the current value. So this functionality is also working. Now let's go to courses, and in here we will not be able to see any courses because we do not have any courses entity right now. And if I click on this create course button, it is opening the create course form. So this functionality is also working. This form is opening with the help of showForm state. Now, from our next lecture, we are going to create the courses entity using NgRx data, and on that, we are going to perform the CRUD operation. So this is all from this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.